Hi, and welcome to the City Show. I'm your host, John Zimkus. Today we've got several guests, and our first two are Rhonda Schutte from the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities,
Yes.
and we have a Special Olympic athlete, Mark Messner.
Yeah.
Welcome to the both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Rhonda, tell us about the Special Olympics.
The Special Olympics out of Warren County, it hosts individuals starting at the age of 8 years old, and we have no maximum age, and it's to actually get everybody together in participating in sporting events and move on to competition if we wish. But a lot of it is for socialization and recreation and be part of a team in itself.
And when were the Olympics held and where?
Okay, most recently we participated in our Summer Games, which is our state competition for all athletes who participated in a regional meet in their location, and then went on and advanced to the state level, and that took place at The Ohio State University. We were so honored to be there amongst thousands of others. And
How many athletes did we have from Warren County?
Warren
14?
County, 14.
14.
Yep, 14 from our local, yes.
Okay, Mark, what were your events?
The 100 and shot put.
Okay, and how'd you do?
Got second and third, and I'm happy about it because it might be the last time because I've been doing other things besides doing this. I've been doing other working and then trying to get 2 jobs, so I don't know. It depends if I have time or not. You never know.
How long have you been doing the Olympics, do you know?
Jeez, 27 years?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic.
27
Mark is one
years.
of our longest
I'm
running
like-
athletes in our community in our for Warren County. Yes.
Yeah, I'm the most recognized one. Everybody knows me.
Now,
He's
why
not
did you
wrong.
first get into it, Mark?
Because it was a lot, I don't know. I don't know. My parents wanted me to do something, so I want to do it.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have a favorite memory about being involved in the Special Olympics?
I like to go to Reno for National Bowling. That's like one of my favorite places to visit of all time because they're the nicest people I ever know ever in my life.
Now, Rhonda, he mentioned bowling. Bowling is part of this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But they have nationals, like you go like sometimes they go to Reno, sometimes they go Vegas, they go over. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Now, which sport do you like better, the shot put or the dash?
I like bowling the best.
Okay, well, so
I'm more.
No, between the
Oh.
two though. Between the two, I already
I like
know
the
answer.
100. I like the 100.
A remarkable point of what happened over the last weekend was though Mark he was in with some really tough competition, and everybody. One of the things that we do locally first is we have determined times and distances, so they compete at a regional event, and they're at that regional event. They're matched with people of like abilities. So when they get to the Summer Games at the state level, it's not somebody that can shot put 2 meters versus somebody that can shot put 9 or 10. They're very evenly matched. And Mark was with 5 others. There was 6 in his group that were shot putting, and it was like centimeters difference, like so close. That means that's great divisioning. And then when Mark got up to do
The fast throw.
I
think it was over 7. I don't know if it was over 7, but
it was over 7. So over 7 meters, which is a great shot put.
I've never done that ever in my life.
well,
Never
first time
have.
then,
So it
huh?
was his personal best score.
Wow.
And then he was thrilled when he placed third. That was just one of our goals was to do our personal best. And he did. And when he got up there and got the 3rd place, he was just, yes. Because honestly, looking, you couldn't tell where they were placing because it was so close.
So close.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how many athletes from around the state participate, Rhonda?
Almost 3,000.
Yeah.
And when was it held?
It was held the 28th through the 30th of June, so a weekend back.
Is it always at Ohio State?
It's been at hosted at Ohio State for decades. So
Very long time.
there is a winter games too, which is different sports, which entails swimming and basketball and competitive cheer. That was held the last couple years at Bowling Green State University.
Okay.
So we were very honored to go to both locations. So we're very happy. And we got to go to the opening ceremonies inside the
that
shoe.
was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
Do the athletes walk in like in the regular Olympics and holding flags or anything like that?
We did.
Yeah.
And tell them where Warren County walks in the middle of that
We
parade.
were the last ones to walk in, and I was
Because
like, wow.
W kind of falls last in the alphabet, so we were the very, 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 very last ones entering the shoe.
Saving the best for last?
Yes.
I like
we
it.
go in
I
with
like
our
it.
banners, and then there's lots of speeches, and then the law enforcement torch run, because there's a participates throughout the whole state of Ohio, and the torch finally makes it up to Ohio State University to welcome all our athletes. So then at the end, while we're all standing there sitting on the grass of the shoe, there is hundreds of law enforcement officers running the torch through.
Yeah.
So our group was just trying to count how many high fives that they were getting as they were running through. So.
Well, thank you, Mark, for being with us. Rhonda, we'll be back in a little bit with another athlete.
All right, thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Joining me and Rhonda from the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities is Julie Conrad. Welcome, Julie.
Hi.
What events were you in at the Special Olympics?
Softball throw and running.
Oh, the 100-yard dash walk.
Yeah.
Did you do well?
Yeah.
You got a couple of ribbons, right? Or medals, yes.
Third place, second place.
Fantastic. Why did you get involved, Rhonda? I'm sorry, Julie, why did you get involved in the Special Olympics? Did you want to do it?
Yeah, I like Special Olympics.
Oh, do you? Have you been in it before?
Yeah,
Is this the best you've done, or have you gotten other medals?
I got a whole bunch.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Centerville.
Yes, she participated. She transferred a few years back. She participated up north and then moved into our area, and we gladly took her on a few years back. So she's got friends when we go to the state games from all over.
Centerville team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Julie, do you like the softball throw better than running, or?
I don't like running.
You-
Softball and walking
Okay.
better.
Now, do you have any special memories of being involved in the Special Olympics?
Yeah. I like to pray,
The parade.
and I like to do Special Olympics a lot.
Yeah, Mark told me that Warren County was the last group to go in as part of the parade. Did you like that?
I like the stadium.
I did too.
Oh, well, that's what, the horseshoe?
Yes.
Oh, that's impressive. I think to be involved in an event at the Ohio State shoe, as it's called, that's great. Are you going to be in next year, do you think?
Yeah. Next year.
Yeah. Now, Rhonda, Julie was involved in the softball throw, but it was also the 100-meter dash walk. Tell us about that.
What is the number one rule in the walk?
You're not supposed to run.
Yes.
If you run, you get qualified.
Disqualified, yes.
Now, do you try to walk as fast as you can? Now, either one of you can answer this. What do you do to be disqualified? When does it turn from being walking fast to running slow?
If you-
It's usually an obvious.
run.
Oh, okay.
if you
They do
run,
have officials.
Run.
It's a sanctioned event. They're very particular. You have to,
If you run,
yes, you have to stay in your lane,
you gotta stay in your lane.
and you got to keep your toe behind that starting line,
Lane.
and you can't cross over lanes.
You can cross over.
And you can't take off running.
You can't take off
that's-
running.
That's just because they want to keep the competition fair.
Yeah.
It's for various, all abilities. So if you can run and you're, then we encourage running events. But, if walking is a better choice,
Run.
then we'll go that route. But Julie can throw a softball like nobody's business.
I throw way out there.
She does. Like she throws like she's mad all the time, but I've never even seen her mad. So, but yeah, she's our secret weapon because she has some strength behind those throws.
Now, do you know how many people were in competition with her at the softball throw?
They were going in divisioning of like 6 each. So she was halfway through.
I got halfway through.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay, hope to see you here next year. Okay.
Thank you, Julie.
We'll be right back with another Special Olympic athlete.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back. Rhonda and I are now joined by Troy Hengel from Mainville. Now, the other two athletes were from Lebanon, but Troy, you're from Mainville.
Yes.
Now, I heard this was your first Special Olympics.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
What were your events?
Shot put, running, and 300 gas.
Oh, I read you were in the relay, right?
Yes. Relay.
Yeah, you were the anchor, the last one. Okay. Now, which events did you get medals for?
Running, shot put, and the anchor.
Do you like shot put more than running, or running more than shot put?
Running.
Yeah.
I like shot put a little bit more.
Yeah. Now, do you have a memorable moment? Since this was your first one, I guess all of the memories were going to be memorable.
Yes.
But is there something that really stood out that you really liked about the Special Olympics this year?
The phone.
You like the what?
The phone.
Yeah. Well, did you like going to Ohio State Stadium?
Yes.
Yeah. Had you seen it on TV before? Have you? Yeah, when Ohio State was playing. I mean, that's a famous stadium.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a memorable moment with Troy at the Ohio State Stadium. It was a very lengthy time waiting for us to enter for the parade because we were the very, very last one in line, weren't we? And we had this wonderful volunteer who led us back to the end of the parade lineup named Wesley. And Wesley was 15 years old, 6'4".
Wow.
Troy and Wesley, you would have thought they were best friends. They talked the whole time because we had to probably wait an hour before we started walking out. So I thought that was really cool to meet Wesley, the volunteer. I don't even know where Wesley lives or anything about him, but he was a great guy. So if Wesley's out there, he rocks. So.
Oh, that's good.
But yes, this was a great time, and also part of it is about traveling together, being part of a team, and all the other extra fun stuff that goes on outside of the actual races and the competition. It's, that's a highlight, but it's getting to hang out with your family and your friends and wear our shirts that are all the same and representing our community. We had churches that put together posters for us ahead of time and goodie bags. So we were the celebrities of Lebanon and Warren County last week.
Now, there were 14 athletes from the county. Were you all on the bus together, or?
A lot of us, Mark rode up with me, but most went up with their families, which is
Okay.
another component of that. I sat back and was just watching some of it's all about the athlete, but it's also, especially some of those that are, younger and still at home with moms and dads, watching the parents get to experience this as well is pretty amazing. Just, getting to see that they get to, those same kind of feelings that everybody else gets at typical sporting events. So,
Troy, you think you'll do it again next year?
I sure hope so.
Yes.
Oh, good. You get a good start. Because you're what, 16 years old?
Yep.
Well, you got many years ahead of you for this. You could be going up there for decades. Rhonda, thank you. By the way, Rhonda, what else does the Warren County Board of Developmental Disabilities do besides support Special Olympics?
The Board of Developmental Disabilities, we serve anyone from infant to all the way up to death that has the need. And we are serving, I think we're at 2,200 right now. And we do all kinds of services from early intervention to residential to service coordination to assisting with job vocational. We assist with families, anything that they need, we try to assist with.
Oh, fantastic. Are there branches throughout the county or just the Lebanon office or facility?
Our satellite is here in Lebanon, but we're mobile. We go everywhere there's a need. So that's.
Well, Rhonda and Troy and also Julie and Mark, I want to thank you all for being on the City Show. And hopefully you'll come back next year
Yes.
and see some more medals. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck now. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Our next two guests are here to talk about the Lebanon Blues Fest. And we have Ann Smith and Arla Tannehill. Now, you're both members of the Optimist Club,
We're
right?
both charter members.
Charter members. And there's a special reason why the Optimist Club is talking about the Blues Festival.
Yes,
And what's that?
because we put it on.
It is your baby.
It is our baby.
And how many years now?
This is going to be our
25th.
Wow.
celebrating.
25.
Can you believe that? And we give away all the proceeds. That's why it's really cool.
Well, yeah, the mission of the Optimist is what now?
Well, we have a three-legged stool, okay? It is friend of youth, respect for law, and help me.
Patriotism.
Patriotism, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So we're also
Had to think.
the group that puts up the Avenue of Flags. So in Lebanon, when you see the Avenue of Flags go up, all the
Okay.
American flags, that's our group that does
Well,
that.
thank you for that. On Facebook, I often see a lot of people saying, I just love seeing all those flags all
They
over
go up
Lebanon."
5 times a year.
Yeah.
We put them in and take them up. But we work with community groups. We're putting up nearly 800 in Lebanon now.
Now, let's get back to the
To the
Blues
Blues
Fest.
Festival.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Ann, when is the Blues Fest?
August 2nd and 3rd.
That's a Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday. Yep. Starts Friday night. Music starts, I think, at 5:30 this year. But the food will be up and ready to go. So come down, have dinner, and get a good seat. Listen to the blues.
And on Saturday, when did the music begin?
It's 11 to 11.
11 to 11, okay. And so on Friday, it's 5:30 to 11 or something like
10.
that? 10, okay.
We try to be respectful of the folks that live in town.
Now, what part of town do you take over?
Mulberry Street.
So Mulberry at Broadway and going to Cherry, right?
Yes,
correct.
Okay. And how about Mechanic, either side?
Half.
just a little bit.
A little bit, okay. But it's mainly what is now known as the Mulberry Plaza.
Yes, but on Saturday we take Broadway from Main Street to
Silver.
Silver. Okay,
Oh, okay.
and that's where we put Actually, they're not doing a car show the way they used to do it. They're doing a classic car drive-in,
Cruise in.
cruise in,
Mm-hmm.
cruise in. So Broadway will be shut down.
Now, do they still park along Broadway so people can see the cars, or they just drive by?
No, they'll park and hang out for a little while, and
Yeah,
then
they start around 8 a.m. is when they start showing up before then. But it starts at like 8 a.m. and the cars stay till about 2. And then this year we're doing a motorcycle run. I guess that's maybe what you call it. So we're working, one of our sponsors is Premier Health. And they have a group that puts on a charity motorcycle ride. And this year they're going to end at the Blues Festival. So there'll be lots of motorcycles coming in probably around like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Now, will they be allowed to come into the Broadway aspect of it?
They will, because the cars will leave.
the cars are gone.
Oh, okay.
Motorcycles come in.
Well, that should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
The name of their ride is Highway to Health.
Well, yes. Now, how many different performers are you going to have?
11. So there'll be 3 on Friday night and then the rest of them on Saturday. And this year we are doing Women in Blues. So every one of our bands is either going to have a prominent lead singer or a prominent instrumentalist that is a woman. And we're excited about it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it's not like you're going to be listening to just women all day.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
No, because you have to do that at home anyhow.
no, it's going to be really good this year.
Now, you're going to have artisans also, right?
Yes.
And what kind of artisans will be involved?
People who make their own things, their own stuff, except for the one guy that sells the light things. He's not really an artisan, I don't think.
No.
But food's the most important thing.
So tell us about the food.
Well, we have, did you say how many vendors, food vendors?
Quite a few.
You will
Same
not
as
go
same
hungry.
as that we have every year. So you're going to have your pork chop guy. You've got chicken.
Bourbon chicken guy.
Yeah.
Where's the
Amish
stage?
pretzels. Right in front of Kaufman and Florence.
Okay.
It's at the
Okay.
intersection of Mulberry and Cherry Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kitty Crunner.
So it's at the almost as far east as you can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly, because it's Cherry Street. Because then you start to get into the neighborhood. We're right there where the
park.
the park is and where the gazebo is.
Yeah.
Across from Duning's building and Hoffman and Florence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else you want the people to know about the Blues Fest?
Well, have you ever come to the Blues Festival?
Long time. Must confess, it's been a while.
Did you enjoy the music?
Well, the music is fantastic.
Okay.
It really is.
How about the food?
That's good too.
And we do have a beverage garden this year. What do we call it?
The watering hole.
Because we used to have, was the beer garden, but people's tastes have expanded to such a degree. We've expanded our selections now. So there's seltzers and a couple of different kinds of wine and non-alcoholic beverages that you can get there.
Hard iced tea.
Hard iced tea,
And your regular beer.
and craft beers.
Being part of the Dora aspect of Lebanon, can people walk around with their drinks then?
They can.
Yeah.
They can.
They can.
Yeah, so they are not
Yeah.
limited to the watering hole.
No, but our license is, not just to the watering hole, but to the street and to the grassy area and to the other. There's a sign there that says, you shouldn't really take it outside that, but that
But
whole
we want them to
segment-
buy our drinks.
Yes,
Because all the money's donated.
yes.
100%. So if you go buy your drink at a bar that's downtown,
Yeah, don't do that.
then
Well,
you're not helping the kids of
remember, I
Lebanon.
mentioned the Dora. I meant walking around
Yes.
with the
you can
drinks
walk
bought
in
at the festival.
wherever the door area is.
Is you
okay.
can have it.
Okay.
We've
Absolutely.
included all of that in our processing.
Anything special for the kids?
Not this year. We found kind of after COVID, it just really wasn't a thing much anymore. So people still bring their kids. It's still a family-friendly event. We just don't have specific things for kids to do. So
Is there anything else you want the viewers to know about the Blues Fest or the Optimists?
I would say first we'd love to thank Festo. They are a new sponsor this year, our presenting sponsor, and they have really stepped up and very supportive of what our Optimist Club does. So we thank them for being our presenting sponsor. But I would say come early, dress cool, bring a lawn chair and an umbrella.
Yeah. But
Cover
I
all
also
the
want to
bases.
say kudos to the other major sponsors. We have LCNB National Bank, Advex, Miami Valley Gaming, Conger Construction, Kaufman and Florence, and
The
the
city of Lebanon.
support that we get from our city, the city of Lebanon, is unmatched. They are good friends of this Lebanon Blues Festival. They really are.
Well, they are good friends of almost every festival we have, like all of them. Well, we're like the festival city almost. Well, that's great. You
Just
added-
want them to know that we appreciate their support. That's all. And we try to clean up good after our festival so that it's not a big mess or anything like that. Yes, come, enjoy yourself. Oh, Festo, they're going to have a booth that has a robot in it. Did you know that?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, what kind of business is Festo in?
Festo is, it's, you know that big building on 71 when you're headed south? It's on that side, that big gray long building. Well, it's a pneumatic. They build pneumatics, and they build pieces of equipment that build robots, that put robots together. You kind of have, it's just a fascinating.
So they're going to sort of show off what they do.
They are.
They are.
Oh, good.
Kids will like that too.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Adults are going to like that. I've seen some of the things they build. It's very cool.
Okay. Well, Arla, and thank you
Thank
both
you.
for being here. Best of luck with the Blues Festival. It's definitely worth your while to come downtown on August 2nd and 3rd. Okay, Friday night and all day Saturday.
Yep.
And it's live streamed.
Oh, good.
Sorry,
good.
I meant to throw that in
Oh,
there.
that's
If you
that,
can't
yes.
come down, live stream it.
Okay, that's another good idea.
Yeah,
is.
but you can't get the good food if you're just sitting home live streaming it. Thank you. Thank
Well,
you, John.
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Our next two guests are Karrigan Kahrs, the reigning Miss Warren County Fair Queen, and Gene Steiner from the Warren County Fair Board. He's the executive director, and they're here to talk about the Warren County Fair. Welcome, Karrigan. Welcome, Gene.
Well, thank you so much.
Now, Gene, you and I were talking about what year this is for the fair, and we figured out it's which year now?
This is the 174th Warren
70
County Fair.
Yes, and for at least 172 of those years, it's been on the location it is now.
Yeah,
Right on board.
665 North Broadway.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Karrigan,
Yes,
you were crowned last year.
I was.
Okay. Now, what are the duties of the Fair Queen?
As the Fair Queen, I get to meet the guests, I get to greet them as they come in, and I get to talk to the community members and help the youth with showing or grooming their animals, just helping out in the community.
Was last year the first year you entered the Fair Queen contest?
Yes, it was,
Okay.
and it's been an honor to serve in this role.
Now, you've been involved with the fair for years, right?
I have. I'm an 11-year 4-H member, so I've been doing this since I was 8 years old.
Now, Gene, 4-H is a very important part of the Warren County Fair because you have, is it the Junior Fair Auction? Is that what it's called?
Yes, we do have a junior fair auction. We'll sell the hogs on Thursday evening, and then Saturday we'll sell all the rest of the market animals. It is extremely well supported by this community. We are very fortunate here in Warren County to have the local support that we do. We serve over 700 4-H families here at the Warren County Fair. it doesn't matter whether you are a livestock person or rocketry, sewing, all of those projects are on display. It gives quite a diverse group of people an opportunity to become educated, compete, learn the different ways of competition, how to win graciously, how to lose humbly, and all of those wonderful things, the life skills that our youth can take with them for the rest of their lives.
Now, I'm a member of Lebanon Rotary, and I do know for years we have participated in the auction and often have bought the livestock. What if somebody wants to get involved in doing that? How do they become a bidder?
You can register to bid online. If you go to the fair website, Warren County Fair, Ohio, you can register and bid, get a bid card there at the fair on Thursday night or Saturday. It's really quite amazing to me. We have built such a cottage industry of filling people's freezers. We'll still have close to 50 market steers, and I'm a beef cow guy, so I follow that one most closely. In the last 3 years, I think there's only been 1 or 2 steers that didn't go in somebody's freezer from the Warren County Fair. We do a great job in our marketing of the swine projects. We now also support the Farm Bureau has put together a program where they do the shared harvest, where you can donate that hog to the shared harvest program through Farm Bureau and help serve through the food banks here in Warren County. There's just lots of different ways to be involved and support here at the county fair.
Now, who gets the money when the bids are all over? Is it the person who raised the animal?
Yes, I'm a stickler on the market animals are a educational component of the industry that these kids are involved in. And so we sell the steers by the pound, we sell the hogs by the pound, because when these youth go on and become production agricultural people, that's the way their business is going to run. So we sell their projects, they take their money home, and they can use that money to either expand their agricultural business that they've started or use it for their education as they go to college, if that's their choice, or trade school. It's a great foundation for this youth to get some sweat equity, get some work ethic, regardless of what career path they choose. Works out very well, and it's generational. We're on our 4th generation now in my family of junior fair participants. Started in Hamilton County, and now it's here in Warren County. So it's a big part of our lives, and we can see how strong and how helpful it can be for the youth here in this area.
Now, Karrigan, have in the past, your 11 years, have you been raising animals yourself?
I have. I've been raising market goats, market lambs, and breeding rabbits. So numerous projects can be taken in 4-H.
Now, the auction is on Thursday, and the fair itself is Monday to Saturday. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what are the dates for that?
The 15th through the 20th are our dates this year. We have a great lineup of entertainment throughout the week, and I had to bring a cheat sheet because it changes around a little bit, and I didn't want to get it wrong. Monday, of course, is harness racing, which we have a great history of harness racing at the Warren County Fairgrounds. I believe we'll have at least 16 races. There will be parimutuel wagering. There will be all the fun and excitement of the harness racing. On Tuesday night, we have what they call autocross, which will be in the infield. Once again, a new program. Not about to tell you anything about it because I don't know, but it's some type of an obstacle course involving automobiles. The 17th is the truck pulls. Then we get into a little more what I know, traditional fair entertainment. On the 18th, we'll have a rodeo. On the 19th, we have OMTPA tractor pulls, and then the demolition derby on Saturday that nobody ever wants to miss. We are moving our OKI drag race, ATV drag racing into Saturday morning, and then the demolition derby Saturday night. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun, and we get a great many people out for those events.
Well, they all sound exciting. They really do. And I think many traditionalists will love the fact that the harness racing is back at the fairgrounds, which it has been for Well, most of those 170 years.
Harness racing had a lot to do with building that fairgrounds, and it is a
Exactly.
great tradition here in Warren County.
Now, as we become more and more a suburb of either Dayton or Cincinnati, have the members of 4-H and those who involved in the fair, has their number dwindled or are they constant?
We stay very strong here in Warren County, and because of what I do outside of the fairgrounds business in the beef cattle business, I've been on probably 90% of the fairgrounds in the state. And to see how strong our market animals are here in Warren County, it's a lot to be proud of because we've changed. We're not the agriculturally based county that we were even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But we've been able to hold on to those agricultural roots. Agriculture is still the number one industry in Warren County, dollar-wise. But to be able to get these new people that have moved into the county and start with projects like rabbits, like Karrigan has had, sheep, goats, these smaller projects that are easier to do on your farmettes or in a neighborhood, and then give all of these new people that have come into the county the same opportunity that we've had here for a very long time. It's really fun to watch.
Now, you mentioned all the events, the Thursday, the auctions. What else is going to be at the fair? Rides and other things?
Yes, Cicchetti Amusements is back. I think they're going to have 18, 20 rides this year. Cicchetti has been a great partner with us for the last couple of years. It's one of the things we started when we worked with Cicchetti. We have a pay one price. You pay at the gate when you come in. That includes all your rides, all the things you want to do. If you're going to eat, you're going to have to pay to get your corn dog and all those things. We also have a beer garden. We have a partnership again this year with the Ohio Craft Brewers Association. We will have some of the craft brews all week, but Friday and Saturday we'll have a very wide array of some of the Warren County craft brews. Entertainment stage will be up and going again this year. We have different musical acts and things happening there. Little Miss Mister competition.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, that's quite an event. That is something that I've never been involved in, but it's always fun to watch, to watch all these young families come in and be able to participate and just watch the kids just light up and have so much fun when they're at the fair. It's really quite rewarding.
Now, are there, in the information I was given beforehand, they said, and of course there's the famous fair food.
Oh yeah.
What kind of things can you get at the fair that usually can't find any other place?
Well, about deep fried anything, I believe. We have the funnel cakes, all of the Polish sausages, the lemonade shake-ups, all of the thing. And Karrigan, you probably spend more time. I'll make a ham sandwich and keep going. I'm not a big fair food person, but it is quite a tradition there at the fair for people to come and enjoy that fair food. We do have a couple of new pieces this year. We've still formed a partnership with the Cincinnati Zoo. They will be there for the 5 days of the fair, actually bring zoo animals Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to be on display for people to, display. They said you can play with them. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We're having a revamped veterans program on Tuesday evening. We have always traditionally had our veterans program Tuesday at lunch. Veterans with their military ID and their families will be able to come in for free on Tuesday. Tuesday evening, there is a program. Judge Teep helped us work with this program, and he put together a great staff of people. We'll have a nice program Tuesday evening up in Welcome Hall for the veterans program. That's where our open class displays will be of all the baked goods, art, flowers, all of those things that are, quite the fun competition there at the county fair.
Now, the competition, as far as I have, my sister-in-law gets involved with quilts and then some canning. Now, that's different than anything of the junior 4-H things, right?
Yes, that is a senior fair activity.
Yeah.
It's a very fun event. I mean, my mother traditionally, and my neighbor I grew up with, Mrs. Von Holly, it was always a big competition with the carrot cake and the peach cobbler and all of those great things. It's a very fun part, very friendly competition can still happen.
Any idea how many different items are in competition?
Hundreds.
Is that right?
We've changed it some. We used to have the antique display there as well, and that was a very large animal. Pandemic kind of shut all that part of the world down. We have regrouped and rebuilt that open class part of the fair of things that happened this year. So you can bring your sweet corn from this year. You can bring your quilts that were made this year. It's more of a current type of a program rather than the antiques. Down the road, we may build that back into the program again, but it's run by the Warren County Master Gardeners, have been kind of spearheading that group up in the A building. It's coming back quite nicely. We had to shut it all down to be in compliance with what we were doing in the state. And as we build back, we're trying to build it back more sustainable, which isn't as costly to the fair itself, and still have that friendly competition for people to show off their goods.
Now, there are so many things you're talking about. People are going to need their own cheat sheet to find out when things are taking place. How do they get more information?
If you go to the website, warrencountyfairohio.org, you can log into there. You will find the whole list of the junior fair, senior fair events. It will have a much more detailed list of the entertainment in the entertainment tent through the week. But when you come to the county fair, there's lots of entertainment up and down the midway, throughout the barns, watching youth doing the work they do. We have, I don't know if we're number one, but we are in the top 3 of equestrian projects here in Warren County. We'll have over 200 junior fair horses be in and out of the fairgrounds this week. Great horse shows all week long. It's just a lot of fun activity.
Oh, it sounds like it. Now, Karrigan, you mentioned before we were recording that you're going to be going to Ohio State next year.
Yes.
And what's going to be your study?
My study is animal science on the pre-vet track. I'd like to thank 4-H for helping me with that, as it's given me so many opportunities to work with numerous animals, which have really shaped my career path.
Well, there's a little bit of history I'm going to tell you about 4-H. The founder of 4-H was A.B. Graham, as you may know. He went to college here in Lebanon. He graduated from the National Normal University, which was established by Alfred Holbrook in 1855. So, 4-H got its beginning here, in a sense, in Lebanon with A.B. Graham. Gene, Karrigan, is there anything else we need to tell the viewers about the fair?
There is one other program that has really taken a lot of traction, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about it. Friday afternoon, we have the Animal and Me program, and you were going to kick me if I didn't bring this up, weren't you?
I saw that word, and I didn't know what that meant.
Yes. Animal and Me is a program that we started 5-6 years ago. Don't know. Wonderful, wonderful program. We will take some of our youth in the county, and we will pair them up. They will become mentors for some of our special needs people in the county, whether they're youth or adults. They spend several different meetings working with their animal, whether it be a llama, a rabbit, a goat. And I'm telling you, the first year we did this project, we had it in a building, and it was a new show arena. We outgrew it the first year. It is one of our largest attended events, Friday afternoon at 3 or 4 o'clock, I believe it is. Just an outstanding opportunity to continue to add the diversity and to bring all these special needs people and their family and let them enjoy the fair. Let them walk through the show ring with their mentor and with the animals that they're with. They end up on the midway and get to ride the rides. It's really a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, that sounds great. It really does. Well, Gene, Karrigan, thank you both for being here. Good luck in the upcoming Ohio State. And go to the fair. I'll see you there. Take care now.